lunch. And I know that you will not fall asleep, which is oftentimes the case after lunch, because we have two great speakers that are coming up now that I'm very excited to introduce. There'll be two speakers I'll be talking about from farm to table. And the first speaker is Jenna Allen. Jenna is a registered dietitian who does work with the Western Dairy Association, which is a nonprofit nutrition education organization. There she works as the Nutrition Affairs Manager, and her main role is to coordinate and execute nutrition communication and also health professional outreach in Colorado. In addition, she's also a spokesperson for the Western Dairy Association and has done many things throughout the state of Colorado, and especially in the Denver area, for the Western Dairy Association. Also, in addition, she graduated from Colorado State with her undergrad, her dietetic internship, and also her master's degree. And just a little interesting thing about Jenna is that she is a two-time world champion in competitive jump rope, and I think we should just have a session about that at some point, because I'm fascinated about it. We also very pleased to have Mary Kraft with us as well. And she's the owner and manager of both the Badger Creek Farm and the Quail Ridge Dairy Company. She graduated from Colorado State University in technical journalism, and then completed her Master's of Business Administration in 2004 from the New York Institute of Technology. Mary was featured at the International Symposium for Dairy Women at the World Dairy Expo in 2008 as well. Her and her husband, Chris, bought their own 120-cow dairy in Fort Morgan, Colorado, and through multiple remodels, the Badger Creek Farm evolved into a 1,500-cow dairy. Then Mary and Chris designed and general contracted the construction of the Quail Ridge Dairy, a 4,000-cow bed and breakfast, if you will, and they completed and filled the dairy in 2007. The family dairies employ 75 employees, deliver 25 to 30 babies each year, and send 7 semi-loads of milk to market each day. So please join me in welcoming our next two guests today. Thank you.
Thank you. Can everyone in the back hear me okay? Is that good? Yep, okay. So, my name is Jenna Allen. I serve as Nutrition Affairs Manager of the Western Dairy Association. The Western Dairy Association is an affiliate of National Dairy Council, and we cover the 3-state region of Colorado, Montana, and Wyoming. We work on behalf of dairy farm families in that 3-state region, and we do nutrition education and outreach to health professionals, the media, consumers, anybody interested in nutrition and health education, basically. And we've been around for just about 75 years now, doing nutrition and health education. So on behalf of the staff at Western Dairy Association and our Colorado Dairy Farm families, I just want to thank you for allowing us to speak this afternoon and welcome you to the first session after lunch. So even in these tough and difficult economic times, people are still wanting to know where their food comes from, how it's produced, issues with sustainability and food safety and all of those things. And so we just thought this was a good session to talk about sustainability on the dairy farm for one, and just from farm to table, how food is produced. So my hope is that you'll leave with a better understanding about how our dairy producers produce the milk and dairy products that get from your farm and ultimately go to the table. Just to bridge from that, while our dairy farmers are committed to sustainability and environmental stewardship, they're also very committed to child nutrition. And one of the initiatives that we have going right now is Fuel Up to Play 60, and it's a partnership between the National Dairy Council and the National Football League. So we are working on the local level with the Denver Broncos. And it's a child nutrition program in schools, and it's youth-led, youth-involved, and they learn how to eat healthy and be physically active for 60 minutes a day. And they make the changes in their school, and just recently the USDA signed on and said that they were going to help expand this program. Currently it's in 60,000 schools nationwide, and so our hope is to continue to educate students about healthy eating and physical activity. So just to set the stage and wake y'all up after lunch, does anyone know how many pounds 1 gallon of milk weighs? Pretty close. It weighs almost 9 pounds, 8.6 pounds. And the Latin word for cow is bos, which is why many cows are called bossy. Does anyone know how many teeth cows have? Yes, anyone?
12.
A lot more than that. 32. Which day is the most popular day for ice cream?
Sunday.
Sunday. What's the favorite flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. I think vanilla is kind of boring, but seems to be the favorite flavor. Does anyone know what % of the calcium in the U.S. food supply comes from dairy products? Pretty close. 75%. So just to set the stage for Mary's presentation, I'm going to play a quick DVD.
Colorado's dairy farm families ensure their cows are in the best of health. After all, they provide their livelihood.
I don't know how to get it to start from the beginning. Is that it now?
However, a farmer's devotion goes well beyond that. They truly care for the cows.
When that calf is born, that calf is taken. They're looked at 3 or 4 times a day. They're feeding them 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, they're careful. I mean, they.
How that yellow line on the bottom of the screen all the way to the
Feeding them 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, they're careful. I mean, they. My employees and we grieve when they get sick. Feeding them 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, they're careful. I mean, they. My employees and we.
Do you have a spare one? You can just pop it in there and it'll play the CD player.
We grieve when they get sick. I mean, we're.
Okay, hold on one second, guys.
Or just hold out.
Not very tech-savvy.
The story of Colorado's dairy farm families, as told by the Western Dairy Association. Chapter 1, A Family Tradition. Dotting the Colorado countryside are hundreds of dairy farms, 100% of them family-owned and operated. For generations, these dairy farm families have dedicated their time, treasure, and talent to providing us with wholesome, nutrient-rich milk. Some of these family-run dairy farms are smaller, with a few hundred cows. Others are larger, with several thousand. The families with larger farms hire employees to help them.
It's still my husband and myself who orchestrate and organize all the day-to-day operations, manage all the finances, and we're dealing with all the people who are in our facilities every single day, and with all the cows that are in our facilities every single day.
Chapter 2, Cow Caregivers. Colorado's dairy farm families ensure their cows are in the best of health. After all, they provide their livelihood. However, a farmer's devotion goes well beyond that. They truly care for the cows.
When that calf is born, that calf is taken care of. They're looked at 3 or 4 times a day. They're feeding them 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, they're careful. I mean, they.